Everybody's on their feet, standing on whatever they can stand on. Chairs. There's Jimmy Carter now, up on the platform. That's his wife, Rosalind Carter, and the church-wife there standing next to him. Greeting friends, relatives, his sons.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you, everybody. Let me say just a word. Let me say just a word to you. This tremendous crowd at 4 o'clock in the morning represents hundreds of millions of American people who are now ready to see our nation unified, and I want to congratulate the toughest and most formidable opponent that anyone could possibly have, President Gerald Ford. As I've said many times throughout this nation, he's a good and decent man, and no one could have a campaign that had to be so thoroughly organized, hard-fought, and which has marshaled so much cooperation from hundreds of thousands of people around this country who've had confidence in me. And I pray that I can live up to your confidence and never disappoint you. We have a great nation, as you know. And sometimes in the past, we've been disappointed at our own government. But I think it's time to tap the tremendous strength and vitality and idealism and hope and patriotism and a sense of brotherhood and sisterhood in this country to unify our nation, to make it great once again. It's not going to be easy for any of us. I don't claim to know all the answers, but I have said many times in my campaign around all 50 states that I'm not afraid to take on the responsibilities of President of the United States, because my strength and my courage and my advice and my counsel and my criticism comes from you. And if I can tap the greatness that's in you and in the American people, we can make our nation's government great and a source of pride once again. Are you proud of our nation? Do you think we can help to unify it and bring it back together? Do you think we can put our people back to work? So do I. And I'll do the best I can I'll do the best I can during this transition period from now until next January to continue to learn how to be a good president. And I've learned in the last 22 months, I believe, as well as any human being could have learned, what our people are, what we have been in the past, and what we can be. And I believe that this next 4 years, that we will have a sense of purpose, a sense that the government belongs to us, a sense that we participated in this campaign, and now I welcome all of those in the United States, whether they, like you, supported me or supported Mr. Ford or someone else. It's time for us to get together, to correct our mistakes, to answer difficult questions, and to make our nation great. I want to thank all of you. I love everybody here. You've been great to me. Thank you very much.
I think it's a remarkable fact that
good administration. Let's all get to
January,
work
this
to make
man
our
could have
country great
walked
once again. I'm depending on you like I have in the past. I'll try not to disappoint you. Thank you very much.
not been recognized by anybody, and now, within the year, he is President-elect of the United States.
I think there are some of us here at ABC, Howard, who might take some small pride. 3 or 4 of us talked to Jimmy Carter in this building just about 1 year ago, and after the conversation said, we may have talked to the next President of the United States. It's just that there aren't enough people at that time to talk to him, but he clearly stood out from the mob of Democratic candidates at the time.
See Jimmy Carter with his 3 sons and his daughter and sisters and brothers-in-law surrounding him.
Down at in the building in Atlanta is Sam Donaldson, who's been almost a member of the Carter family for the last 8 or 9 months.
We're right here at the steps. Governor and Mrs. Carter with Amy between them, giving his famous victory sign to his supporters down here. And they're standing here. They have, just as you know, delivered to the crowd his speech of victory, saying that President Ford was a good and decent man, that he was a worthy opponent, but that he now felt that he was in a position to learn to be a better president himself as the days went on. Hamilton Jordan, just coming up, his campaign manager. Jerry Rafshoon, the man who brilliantly ran his advertising campaign. Pat Caddell, his pollster. Frank Moore, who helped him in the southern states and was a coordinator, just now embracing him. Jody Powell, his press secretary, who started out with him as a driver. Phil Lewis, who helped him out in several key states. Phil Wise, rather. Many of his advisors and some of his key members coming on the stand with him.
We're all in it together. We're partners. And I'm looking forward to the next 4 years. Thank you very much, everybody.
And some of his family friends from planes in the background. Of course, most of the people on the stage are his family, except for those advisors who came up here at the last. Mrs. Carter's traveling companion and press secretary coming up in the red dress to say hello. Now let's see, perhaps they're looking for some other people to thank. Vicki Rogers, who was the first scheduler for the campaign and scheduled us all into those horrible hotels and 18-hour days, but apparently with some efficacy. Other members of the governor's family and staff. And he's coming down here now. Governor, congratulations on your victory.
I'm sorry?
Congratulations on your victory.
Thank you very much.
What's your next step?
I'm going to go home and celebrate in Plains.
When do you think you're going to start putting your cabinet together, Governor?
I don't know yet.
Well, that wasn't much, but at least we have some idea that I think we already had, which was that he was going to go home and rest and celebrate there, of course, in the early morning hours, and then maybe in a couple of days put the family together, or rather put the cabinet together. I guess the family is together.